Calm down. Yeah, what's up YouTube world? Welcome back. So, if you saw my last video, you know I was... So, what's up YouTube world? So, my plan had been was to get into the painting, but as you can hear, it's windy. So, I think what I'm going to do is take the gas tank out. Yeah, no, I'm pointing at the front lid, but yeah, the gas tank in this is inside the engine compartment. Now, on this one, there is no cover inside, and I've watched a few videos on YouTube, and several of them have been later models than this, and they've had a cutout here that you can remove, but mine doesn't. So you've got to do it from inside the engine compartment. The other thing is you've actually got to do it while the engine's out. So given that it's windy, I think this is a good time to actually get under there and get it out. So what I want to do with it is excusez-moi, what I want to do with it is I am well, first of all I want to see what sort of condition it's in, because it's most likely the original tank. And after that, if it's in good condition, I want to give it a good clean out, but I do want to epoxy line it. Now, I know a lot of people don't like epoxy line tanks, but we here in the UK are now beginning to see ethanol appear in our gasoline, petrol, and it is really harsh on old steel tanks. So I have used this before. It's I'm going to use the Eastwood product, the tank in a tank, I think they call it, something like that. And I have used that before on many vehicles, and I have never had an issue with it. And a couple of those vehicles now, the tanks are going on for 2 decades or thereabouts since I used the product. So yeah, I've got no issues. Now obviously Eastwood don't exist in this country, but you can buy a lot of their products through a company here called Frost Restoration, and they do a lot of the Eastwood stuff, and it's good stuff. Like I say, I've been using it for years, so that's the plan. So I'm just waiting on my LED lights charging, and then we'll get underneath. I have already taken a look. It basically looks like it's just a plate to remove. Then you can get access to the tank, and yeah, we'll get it pulled out. I'm not actually underneath the van yet. I've just got the engine compartment lid open. So this is the plate here, and it seems to be screwed around the edges. There's some I think it's heat insulation up there, so I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if you can just take these screws out around the edges, or if there's some tucked up behind that insulation, but we're going to get in and find out. So I've got 2 screws out alright, but of course the one that's the most awkward to get to is the one that's being the most difficult. That side over there, it's yeah, it's not actually fastened in over there, so I've tried getting my fingers up around this top edge and I can't feel anything up there, so I'm hoping that it's just these 2 edges that it's fixed to. So yeah, I'm gonna just put it. I've got a wider Phillips head bit. I'm gonna try and just tap it into there, but yeah, this one's been the awkward one. Okay, difficult. This one's been putting up a real battle, but I'm getting it there now. I've been able to cut a bit of a groove into it, and I'm getting it to turn now, so yeah. There we go. It's still hot, that's why I just had the grinder on it. I would have had the Dremel on it, but I bought some new Dremel cutting wheels, and they're absolutely horrendous. They just fly apart. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, I'm going to give that a minute to cool off, then I should be able to get that out with my fingers. But yeah, this has been a right pain in the proverbials. But we're nearly there. Hey look, there we go. And I think for the first time ever, I'm actually getting to see the real colour of this van. Huh. So, first impression, the actual tank itself, from what I can see, looks to be, I mean there's rust on it obviously, but it looks to be in a pretty decent shape there. I'll figure out how these the straps are. Oh great, the straps are held on. There's a nut and bolt and it's, of course it's captured. But fuel lines are absolutely rotten. Yeah, so it definitely needs new fuel lines, which I expected. That was something I was expecting. But yeah, this plate basically just pulled out. Once I was able to lever it out, and it was able to pull it straight down. So if you're doing this, there you go. Looks like somebody's tried to take it out once before, because it is all dented on one side. So I will have to do some repairs around this side here before I put it back in. But yeah, I mean it's cool to see the actual original colour of this, because if you recall, back when I was doing the stripping the bodywork and everything down, there was all colours. I mean, obviously, I know some of the panels have been replaced, because some of them were purple. I think, was it red? I don't remember now. I'd have to go back and look at the old videos. But yeah, that is the original blue. So yeah. Let's try and get these bolts. They're just under there, but it's, like I say, it's in a cavity, so please come off. I'm going to get some WD-40 on them, give them a good soak down. Can I get a wrench on there? Maybe. Anyway, let me get these pulled out, and then I'll get this tank all the way out, and we'll take it from there. So what I'm doing is the main felt pipe there, I've got that loose now, and I'm just working on this one. I think this one's a vent pipe, because it goes up towards the fella cap there, and then this one here I think is the actual fuel line. And because I was wondering where it was, and I've just realised it comes out here above my head. So yeah, they definitely need replacing. But I'm not just ripping them out. I'm trying to take them out carefully, and I've just noticed there's a cable up there. It doesn't go anywhere. Aha, got an earth, I've got a ground. Is that the sender unit? Oh, I can feel a sender unit there. I can feel something on top of the tank just there. But yeah, I want to take it all out carefully, because I don't want to just butcher stuff for the sake of butchering it. But yeah, I just can't get my arm around the front. It's a really bad position to be in. Ideally, this would be a lot simpler if I hadn't had a lift, so I could just stand under here. But I'm not. I'm got a piece of old lino down, and I'm just sliding in and out. Oh, woe is me, exactly. Anyway, yeah, let me get, I've already soaked these down with WD-40. I'm going to soak them down again. I would like them to come out in one piece, because it does seem to be the bolt is captured on the actual strap, and the strap itself looks to be in good condition. So if I can avoid having to replace them, you know, because every little counts at the moment. It's I think I said in the previous video, the cost of things are escalating, so you know I need to get stuff sorted out, and you know, I need to wind some of my spending in a little bit on this. So we've got everything loosened up now except for the fella hose over here, and it is fighting. So I don't know if the actual the spout for the cap, if that's actually fixed to the body, or whether that actually will pop out now. So I'm going to crawl out and see if I can remove it from the outside. If not, I'm just going to have to mess about in here to try and get it. This would have been so much easier if I could have, this panel would lift off like I've seen in several other videos, but you know, it doesn't. So, but yeah, because I could get in from the top. Because my biggest problem is that gap there is barely wide enough to get my hand in, and I can't actually then manoeuvre my hand about to get the hose pipe off. But everything else came out okay. All of these lines and everything. I mean, that one's still got, wow, since that looks like copper under there, but it's rusty. I wonder if it's just copper plated, because that's happening with a lot of brake lines now. You see a lot of this stuff advertised on eBay and places like that, and it's advertised as nickel copper, but it's not. It's mild steel with a nickel copper plating. So, but this, I'm guessing this is factory. I mean, it doesn't look like any of this has been removed at any time, so I'm guessing that this is comes from the factory. But you can actually blow through it and everything, so it is still, you know, it hasn't rotted through. It's just surface rust. But I'm going to put new pipe in. I mean, it's not expensive. There's no point in messing about with old stuff. And yeah, so anyway, let's crawl out and see what I can do with this fella cap. So I don't think this comes out. I think that's actually, oh yeah, I can feel it. It goes down into the van. So yeah, filler neck does not come out. I know I need to paint in here yet, but we'll get to that. So let's crawl back underneath and continue messing about. So we're still fighting to get this out. Now there is a drain plug on the bottom just under there. I think you can see that. I have eventually gotten that out. That was difficult. I was concerned that I might end up damaging the tank, but I have gotten that out. What's causing the issue now is these heat shields, thermal things, whatever they are. I can get the tank so far back, but as you can see, that is hitting this before it's clearing under there. So I'm afraid, at the very least, the one on this side is going to have to come out. I think it's just held in by, it looks like 1, 2, 3 rivets. So yeah, let me drill those out. I am going to get a mask though, because I don't know what's in this heat insulation up there. So given the age of the vehicle, it could be anything from fiberglass to asbestos or anything, so I'm going to grab a mask just to be on the safe side. Well, it's out. What I'm probably going to do is I'm just going to put modern sound deadening and heat insulation in here. But for now, that's everything out. So hopefully that gas tank will just come straight out now. Hopefully. It should clear there now, and I think I can get my hand in to get that rubber boot loosened off on the filler neck. So yeah, we're getting there. Oh, my back's killing me as well because I'm sitting in a really awkward position. Anyway, let's get to it. There we go, it's out. I'm stuck, but it's out. I've got to try and crawl out from under here now. and yeah, and it'll drop this down, and we'll take a look, see what she looks like in there. It was not easy getting that pipe off. I was aiming to try and save it, but I just couldn't. It's just been on there too long, and I ended up having to get a knife in there and just slit the pipe a little bit to get it to ease out. So, but it's there, and all I got to do now is slide back out, and we will pull this out. Well, there we go. Actually, it's not too bad in there. There's a couple of bits where it's a bit rough, so I'm going to grind it back and weld it, but otherwise, yeah, she's pretty solid back there. As you can see, there's a bit of corrosion there, but yeah, I'll get that all cleaned out, hit it with rust neutralizer, and then we will what will we do? I'm tired. We'll get it painted, and yeah, we'll be able to get the tank and everything back in. Anyway, let's go and take a look at this tank. Let's get it out in the daylight. Oh, and there she is. Oh, I was going to say that I didn't think there was any gas in there, but I had whatchamacallit, WD-40 on there to clean it off. But all told, she looks in decent shape. And that's where that drain hole was. This is where I'm most concerned. So we're not looking too good on this corner. I think what I need to do is just get into this, sand it all down. What I'm going to be looking for is pinholes. I do know somebody that can braze tanks, so that's something. But yeah, my guess is it's that old gas just sitting in here. Well, there's only one thing to it. It's actually good and cloudy with the sun was shining when I crawled under the van there. But yeah, obviously I'll pay someone else to, if there are any holes in there, I'll pay somebody else to fix them, because my welding skills are not, I'm not competent enough to weld up gas tanks. So, but yeah, there she is, she's out. Oh, wonderful, it's raining. At least I got it out. Let me just get all of this packed up so I keep it dry. Okay, so we are moving along at a pace now. I have actually spent the past hour just sanding and cleaning and everything. Get all the outside surface just prepped there, and I've just hit the upper half with a corrosion inhibitor. This is a paint. It also obviously inhibits corrosion. But I wanted to get this coated before it starts raining again. Flip it over, I'll do the other side. It does take about, it's touch dry in about 10 minutes, but it does really take about 24 hours to cure. So what I'll do is once I've got it painted, I am going to leave it till tomorrow, and then we're going to come back, and I'll put some, I don't know, I'll put something in there just to leak test it. But from what I could see, it doesn't look like any of the corrosion has penetrated the tank. It all looked like it was just surface, so I am happy about that. But yeah, I mean, it's nearly 4 o'clock now. I've been on with this all day. It has been a challenge to get it out, but at least I didn't have to take the engine out. So yeah, I'm just going to let this flash off for a little while, flip it over, do the other side, and then yeah, I might just call it a day. I've got the other bits there. I am going to coat those in VHT. Don't have any at the moment, so that kind of moots that. But once I've got this tank all sorted out tomorrow, I will come back and then get the rest of that sorted out. It's a new day, so let's pop the centre unit off. Oh, that was easy. That was way too easy. Oh, this doesn't look particularly old. Tell you what, I'm going to get a multimeter on this and let's try this, see what happens. Well, the initial excitement has been thwarted a little. I'm not getting anything out of the gauge. There is a contact there and I got a little bit of the connection through, but yeah, I think my guess is that this has just spent too much time sitting in that tank, and I am gonna give it a bit of a clean up, because you never know. But I don't know how well you can see inside of there, but even though I thought this was possibly new, if you can see in there, it is very dull. I think it's just old. So I will price one of these up, because obviously I'm going to have to put one in before the tank and everything goes back in. So yeah, oh well, so is life. But meanwhile, I think what I'm going to do is just go in there and just clean this entire engine compartment out. There is a couple of areas where I noticed there is some less than ideal repairs being made, so I'll get those sorted out. But I think the first thing is let's get the pressure washer in and just blast this entire area out, get it all nice and clean. Now there is one thing I desperately need to do, and I keep forgetting until now. That is that drain plug. It's still stuck in the socket there and I forgot all about it. I need to put that back in. I am prone to losing things and I don't want to have to buy another one. So let's stick this in the bottom of the tank and we will call it good. Well, it is the next day and everything is nice and dry, but one thing I am trying to do is see inside of the tank. Now, I do actually have a boroscope, but I have actually lost the adapter to plug it into my cell phone, and so I'm just trying to get the phone. Oh yeah, well that there is very, very old gasoline. It's we're out and poke it with it. So hopefully if it's still a little bit soft like a gel, then I can maybe scrape it out. But otherwise what I'm going to do is just a handful of nuts and bolts, throw them on the inside, seal off both of the doodahs there, so that, and put some water in and just give it a really, really good shake about, and hopefully it'll break all of that up. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm just trying to move the phone around. Just, got some more down there as well. Otherwise, the inside of the tank, actually, from what I can see there, looks okay. Yeah, it actually does. Looks pretty damn good in there. Yeah, I need to find the adapter for the boroscope. That's what I need. Then I can actually see what this upper side's like, because if this has had gas sitting in it, it's more likely to be this upper level, like the top part of the tank, that's going to have rust on it, because the gas itself is going to keep the moisture out. So what you see down there, yeah, you can really see it there. I'll be honest, this is way, way better than I was anticipating. What's that? Yeah, one thing I can't see the fuel pickup. It is really bright out here though, and I can't see the screen too well, so I'll have to review this footage when I take it back into the house. But yeah, what is that? Yeah, that thing just there. Hard to tell. The other thing I'm looking for, and I can't see on here anyway, is where does it pick the fuel up from? Oh, wait a minute, I wonder if that's a fuel pickup. I want to try something. Hopefully you can hear me over this wind. I've blown down the fuel pickup there. Did you see anything? Actually, I don't. Is that the pickup? Yeah, I think the one on this side's the pickup and the one on the other side's the vent pipe. Yeah, I need that borescope. That's what I need. I need to find a way to get that set up and working. I think, however, last time I was over at the trailer, I had it with me over there, and I'm wondering if I've left it at the trailer, at the shop. I don't know, but anyway, that's basically what the inside looks like. It's way better than I thought it would be. Okay, these should do nicely. Yes, this is my stash of Ford lug nuts. I'm just going to drop some of them in there. Okay, that should be enough. Now I'm just going to put some water in there and just shake it all about. Okay. Okay, let's try it at that. Give it a good shake about there, but the other thing I'm doing now is just letting the water sit on the seams, because I've got nothing dripping out of the bottom, so I'm looking for any moisture on the seams, and so far everything's nice and dry. There is a little bit there, but that's what I spilled over the top when I was shaking it. But oh, wait a minute, we have some moisture there. Let's just try that again, because like I said, I did spill some over the top, so yeah, I don't know if you can see a glint in there in the sunrise. No, that's actually quite fine. That it's I don't know if you can see that there now. It's nice and dry. It's just where I spilled it over the top. So let's flip it around. We'll do the same on the other side. Okay, so before I do this, let's just dry it off. And let's just try and flip it. Okay. Oh, I'm not seeing any obvious drips. Let's just lower it back. Yeah, that seems nice and dry. So I'll repeat the same thing with the ends. But I think it's safe to say the tank is actually solid. So I am still going to do the tank liner. Like I said earlier, here in the UK we are now starting to see ethanol in the fuel, so I want this whole fuel system to be ethanol ready. I don't want to be messing about dealing with, you know, rotted out hoses or anything like that. That's one of the reasons why I also want to replace all of the internal metal lines. Like I said earlier in the video, they are actually quite solid. I was surprised. I thought those lines would have been leaking, but it's all just surface rust. But again, they are mild steel, and I want to go in with the fuel lines that are basically going to make it ethanol compliant, so to speak. So yeah. Okay, let's just. Oh, there's water in there. That's it. Yes. Now I've got to get the lug nuts out. Yeah. Yeah, this may prove to be more challenging than I expected. I do have a magnet though, so I can drag it out with a magnet one at a time. Okay, so I'm having to break the camera out because there's one... Come back here. There is one nut left in there. Where are we at? Somewhere in there. Let it right back down there. Yeah, there's one nut that I just cannot find. Got him. Okay, I think that's them all. But yeah, I'll get some neutralizer in there, kill all this rust off, and yeah, we'll be good. So I am going to bring this video to a close here. Now, a few things that are happening over the next few days. Just had a phone call from one of my buddies. He is actually going to be doing a tank, a gas tank, with boric acid. So he said if I want, he'll come over, grab my tank, and he'll do them both together. It's not going to cost anything more to do both tanks because you can basically transfer it from one tank to another. So he's going to do that for me. Meanwhile, I've actually got the new owners of the Transit coming over tomorrow, and they're picking the van up. So I'm going to have a few days without transport. And you're going to see something new sitting here because I have had my eye on another vehicle, so stay tuned for that. Well, actually, you'll probably end up seeing it in the background of these videos before I actually get a video made on it, but whatever. Anyway, this is a good place to bring this video to a close, and yeah, we will come back to it in a few days, so take care and have a good one.